Today we are here with the all-new 2020 Buick Encore GX with the Essence trim level. That is the highest trim level above the Select and the Preferred. The MSRP of this vehicle as tested is $34,115, and the exterior color of the vehicle is satin steel gray metallic over an ebony interior. We do have two-tone high gloss 18-inch wheels all the way around. I think it gives it a nice little bit of contrast having this secondary color through here. I do like this crisp and clean Buick logo on the center cap. We'll walk our way around through here. This is a different vehicle than the Encore. It's a bit wider and a bit longer than the Encore. This is tiered between the Encore and the Envision. As we take a look up here on the front, we've got all our LED lights. I do like these accents here. Bit of red pop. This does have the Sport Touring package on it. You'll notice the ST indication when we get around to the back. But it's a bit of red pop through there, to the front grille, as well as down here on this front splitter area. Do have body color matched flares, as well as mirror caps. Bit of chrome up through here. Does have roof racks, and also a larger than normal antenna. Most all vehicles now have that shark fin type antenna without the actual antenna part that sticks up, but nothing really to complain about there. There's the ST for Sport Touring. Encore GX indication over here. And at first I thought these were exhaust tips, but it's just kind of a little bit of a design cue through here with this kind of rear diffuser, so no exhaust through here. The exhaust is actually up underneath right there, but it does add a little bit of flair and a little bit of pop. You can open up this rear hatch by using your feet, so we'll swipe up underneath there. That'll open up that automatically. Do have this nice cover here that'll cover your valuables. You can manually remove this by unhatching it here, as well as down here. Very simple. Sometimes simplicity is very nice. So here's a compartment here. You can store your spare tire and your Lysol. Something interesting here though is you'll notice in this setting, we've got a little bit of inlay. If I pull it up here, flatten it out, and pop it right back up, it sits flush with the rear. So that's definitely nice if you want to have different settings depending on what you're carrying in the vehicle. The seats are a 60-40 split, which is kind of flip-flop. Normally it's 40-60 or vice versa. But you can fold down these rear seats through here. You want to make sure that the headrest is flattened. That way it does not bump in to the rear of the front seat. You can also fold down the front seat, giving you about 8 feet of storage compartment from the rear trunk to the front dash. You pull up here on this lever, that will flop down. There you have it. You've got full access from the rear to the front of this vehicle. Again, about 8 feet if you'd like to bring your surfboard along with you. So let's go ahead and hop inside, take a look at the interior features. Fairly simple through here on the door. Got your memory seat settings, window controls, mirror controls, as well as the rear hatch button. You can set it at max capacity or 3/4 if you're in a parking garage or somewhere where you don't want it to fully open up to its max capacity. You've got a heads-up display button here. Let me show you this. This is very interesting. So we'll go ahead and push to start here. We'll get our music off, AC off. Now, you will push up on this button. You'll notice right there the heads-up display will actually pop out of the vehicle. Pretty interesting. I've never actually seen something like that. Normally you see it where it's kind of projecting up onto the actual windshield, but this is an actual screen that came out of there, kind of clamshelled out, and you can move up and down the heads-up display and change between different settings. There's a pretty cool one. That's almost like a kind of race-esque with your RPM and your speed. There's simply your speed and the radio station that's on. There's your directions. There's a little bit of variability through there. You can change the brightness on it. There you go. I pretty much fully maxed out the brightness. and I'm moving it up a little bit. You can also move it down. At my height and my seating position right now, I can see it pretty good. You just kind of have to maneuver it to what makes sense for you. Fairly simple steering wheel. I do like that. Heated steering wheel. Here's your collision control warnings. Now you do have these little bits on the back right through here. That is to change the radio volume and the radio station. That's typically where a paddle shift would be mounted, but in this case it's for the radio and music controls. Work our way down through here. This is something that's interesting. Here's the gear selector. Now you move it back and it doesn't necessarily line up horizontally with what gear you're in. So right now we're in drive, but it's pretty far back. It's almost like I should be in L. And when I go up here to put in park, that's the only place it really aligns. But once it gets below that, you get down here to L, you're kind of way outside the range of this button. So that's just not a big deal, but it's something worth noting. Electronic parking brake, automatic start stop. There is a place here where you can charge your phone. Now it won't give you an actual indication that it's charging. You're basically able to start charging on your phone. So you'll put this here. There's no light or anything like that is what I mean by that. And there you go, now it started charging. You have your lane departure warnings, traction control, parking sensors, as well as, go through here, park assist. Fairly simple touch screen through here. Pretty much everything you can need. You got your audio, your phone, navigation, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, Wi-Fi hotspot, 4G LTE. Got your My Buick app, OnStar, you can control your climate as well as your camera, and then this is equipped with Amazon Alexa. I do like your hazards right through here, and this gloss black kind of fits in right through there. As you notice though, I did kind of put a little bit of fingerprint on there, so that is one downside of having the gloss black. But as long as you don't have sweaty hands like me, you should be fine. Fairly good space through there on the front glove box. Take a look through here. This is the center console, and this pops right out, which is kind of convenient, but also it'd be nice if you could have a double tiered layer where you could pull it up on the first time and then clamp it in again, and that would take you to the next layer. But fairly deep through there, you can fit a full couple of water bottles if you'd like. And you've also got this little compartment up through here, back behind your cup holders, where you can store your phone or wallet, and that's what I've been putting the wallet and keys in here generally when I've been out driving. We've got a USB-C plug, USB, we've got an SD slot through there, and a headphone or auxiliary jack, as well as a 12-volt plug through there. All your climate controls, fairly nice, fairly simple. I do like all the kind of design cues through here, how it all ties in. I personally, this is not carbon fiber, but it's kind of like a carbon fiber type weave. I really do like that. I know a lot of people kind of hate on that, but I honestly think it looks really good. It ties in again with the gray spec of this vehicle with the black interior. I think it looks quite nice. We've got some contrasting stitching through here, perforation throughout the seat. Here's a view of the rear seats. Here's our headliner, just very simple. There is no compartment up here for you to store your sunglasses or anything like that. Best bet's to either put them here or in the center console. We'll flip this down. Got our vanity mirror with lights on each side. And again, just fairly simple on the interior, but that's just really nice sometimes when you don't have to worry about a ton of different things going on and have to worry about all the technology and buttons. It's just got what you need and doesn't have what you don't need. So we've taken a look at the exterior, we've looked inside. Let's go ahead and pop the hood, take a look at the engine, then we'll go out and take it for a drive. You will have to manually prop open the hood with this rod through here that'll connect right there. Fairly small displacement with this 1.3 liter Ecotec Turbo. Here's a nice overview of the engine bay. So let's go out now and take it for a drive and see how it handles on the road. Behind the wheel of the all-new 2020 Buick Encore GX. This particular spec that I'm driving is equipped with front-wheel drive and a 1.3 liter Ecotec turbocharged engine producing 155 horsepower. This spec also has the CVT or continuously variable transmission which is an interesting feeling and experience when you're out driving. I'm not necessarily familiar with driving a lot of cars that have that, but essentially it'll kind of keep your RPM constant as you're accelerating up, and you don't really feel it changing gears, so it's kind of one constant plane of acceleration as you go through the gears. Definitely something that's taking a little getting used to, but all in all, it's kind of makes for a smooth and comfortable ride. Let's see how we feel as far as overall road noise and cabin noise. Do get a little bit of feedback from the tires that you can hear, but all in all, seems to be fine, fairly comfortable. As far as my space in the interior goes, I'm 6'5" tall for point of reference, and I've got plenty of headroom through there, plenty of leg room down through here. When I rest my arm up on this center console, it's actually had a great place for me. Really do like that, it's very comfortable. Do the same on the left. Back of my arm does hit this bit of the plastic molding through the door through here. Not a huge deal. Again, everyone's gonna be different. Everyone's gonna have different riding and driving positions, so nothing to worry about there. We'll go ahead and accelerate here. This front wheel drive is a little bit unique because you can accelerate and then let off, and it still feels like it lurches a little bit forward for a split second after you let off the gas, so that's taking a little bit of getting used to there. As far as the engine noise, it's, you know, not crazy quiet, but it's also like nothing to write home for as far as the performance side of it. This is not really a performance car. It does have the sport touring package on the exterior, but this is more of just a great daily driver, just something that you're comfortable in, something that you can take out around town, go on a weekend road trip in. Again, it's just very, very comfortable. My girlfriend and I were out driving around town yesterday, and it's just really just a nice car to drive, you know? It's just nice, comfortable, spacious on the interior up here. You could drive around with your friends, haul stuff in the back. Not a ton of stuff because it's not a huge car, it is subcompact, but you could definitely get the job done with whatever you need to do around town. Incredible gas mileage. Speaking of, we were averaging yesterday 25 miles to the gallon. I believe on the spec sheet, you can get up to 31 combined. So definitely save you some money on gas, which is very, very nice. Accelerate here out this corner. As far as, again, the road manners of this car, it's just comfortable. It is good. Steering is fine. Steering a front wheel drive car is definitely taking a little getting used to. I very rarely drive front wheel drive vehicles, but all in all, good. Visibility is great. Not really any blind spot in this car. You do have some lane assist and some different safety features and whatnot. The blind spot detection here on your side mirrors where it'll light up if someone's in your blind spot, but if you want to do the old manual check, you're good there as well. Visibility out the back windshield is fine as well. It's got a little bit of a slant to it, so it's not a huge opening back there, but you can see out just fine. Frontward visibility is really great though. I do like that. The way these A-pillars are spaced out, you get a real nice range of view here out the front. All in all, just a very nice, comfortable vehicle. I've enjoyed my time in it. Hope you guys enjoyed this quick overview of the 2020 Buick Encore GX. If you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe to the channel, leave a like, leave a comment, and we will see you guys in the next review. Thanks a lot.